I think people should drink Gnarly Barley because it's an incredible beer.
Well, I believe that Gnarly Barley is not just the beer, it's who we are.
We're trying to just create the best beer out there, so super high quality, good tasting beer, and always trying to improve upon that. Like, we're never just gonna settle.
Our free time, we sacrifice everything outside of this building always to build a better brewery and to have a higher quality product and to be committed to what we're doing.
Because it's fucking awesome. Because it's fucking awesome.
Beer tastes good. But I don't really remember a time that I didn't like beer and craft beer in general.
I knew just from traveling across the U.S. that beer had to develop in Louisiana. It couldn't just be all these other cool states having cool beer. It had to progress here.
My parents gave me my first home brew kit when I was 18 years old. They gave me my first home brew kit, and it was a disaster. It was a dumb little, I'm not gonna name any names, but there was no way you can make good beer on it.
One of the things that started to happen is after we started dating, I realized, okay, he really likes beer, and B, he's like drinking all these beers I've never heard of. And
immediately she was turned on to it. She's like, this is nothing I've had before. This doesn't even, I don't even understand this. This doesn't make sense. This is beer? And I was like, yeah, this is actual beer. What you were drinking before was not.
I mean, that's all I wanted to do was find new beer, drink new beer, talk to people brewing beer.
I love craft beer. I love the flavor profiles. I love beer in general, but I love diving into it and even with with cooking. And this is back then me. Is like, man, if I can make my own beer, I can make it taste exactly like I want it to taste. And how cool is this?
And he was like, I've had a Mr. Beer kit, but I just know that that's not gonna produce quality beer. It's just not gonna happen. So he's like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna spend money on it. I'm gonna purchase all the equipment I need to do it right.
As I got into learning about the home brewing scene, is all of this magnificent equipment that you can fabricate on your own, which that really started tugging at me because I love to build my own crap, And so I was like, man, look at all these cool gadgets I could build and all this cool shit I can make to make beer. So I'm making all this cool stuff to make beer. Does life get any better? No.
It quickly became like, okay, this kitchen can't, contain me now. I need to get out in the yard and build a whole brew system. And
I mean, before I knew it, I had this tiny little brewery in my garage. It was really cool. All my friends would come over to skate. At the time, I was, still heavily involved in the skate scene. So I had a half pipe in my house. So I had a half pipe and I brewed my own beer. So obviously, all my buddies wanted to skate all the time. So that was pretty cool. We'd come, they'd come over to skate. And we'd drink a bunch of home brew.
And these guys are skateboarding, and there's boards flying past your face, and looking upon a sea of unruly folks doing awesome stuff. And I believe Terry came over and saw that I was drinking the Stone and said, hey, do you want to meet my husband? He brews, something to that effect.
So you got to meet this guy, Don. I'm like, who's this guy, Don, right? So he's like, hey, I heard you're a home brewer. I'm like, yeah, I'm a home brewer. They want to try my beer? So I get out, this growler full of black liquid, which most skate rats are like, I'm not drinking that. I need cheap anyway.
So meet Zach. He pours me from his growler. He was home brewing. He pours the porter.
So black liquid. He goes, yeah, well, I work at the Bulldog, kind of manage the place. And then, I drink a lot of craft beer. The Bulldog's a big craft beer place.
And his beer was great. At the stage that he was at, it was better than some of the beers that I was coming across that were nationally distributed.
So we get to talking. I find out this dude's into it. I'm like, yeah, I'm thinking about opening a brewery. Well, immediately takes a sip of my beer and starts encouraging me to do this.
I told Zach one day, I was like, I know we're meant to do something really cool together, and I just feel like we need to do it, and I don't know what we're doing, but we need to do it. And then when he found brewing, it was like, he told me one day,
I was put on earth to make beer. I think I'm good at this. And I love doing it so much. I think I can succeed at this better than I've succeeded at anything in my life. I was like, this is what I'm made to do.